Of course, we are not going to end this week's discussion without discussing Ivor Armstrong Richards' theory. Richards is one of those rhetoricians who have had a lasting impact on communication theory. He created and put into circulation a number of new concepts and assumptions that are commonly used in the communication theory today. His theory begins with an argument that symbols do not have the same meanings for everyone. His semantic triangle explains this concept. This triangle represents how the concepts of referent, reference, and symbol are related. Two things make communicative acts open to multiple meanings and interpretations according to Richards. The first is the indirect nature of the relationship between the symbol and the referent. This relationship is a human construction because symbols do not have any inherent meanings. The second thing is the relationship between the referent and the reference. This relationship can be indirect or direct. It is direct when individuals are perceiving something like the color of a house, but it is indirect when they are thinking about something that is not present there or is abstract, such as love. Here, what the symbol generally means to everyone and what it means to us come to play. To a great degree, our past experiences influence the meaning we attribute to the symbols. The word dog may represent the same animal for everyone, but it will have a different meaning for a person who have had a bad experience with a dog in the past than a person who have had positive experiences. While the first one may associate the word or the symbol with fear, the other one may associate it with affection. The concept of comparison fields is another important concept Richards introduced to us. Comparison fields consist of our own and others' communicative experiences. According to Richards, we understand what was said by drawing from a number of partially similar utterances occurred in partially similar situations. When we think about how we constantly build upon our own experiences and how we use them to interpret situations, this explanation makes a lot of sense. Similarly, the literary context is as important as the comparison fields while we are trying to analyze and understand the meanings. This means analyzing words in relationship to other words surrounding it. For him, words cannot be analyzed in isolation, but only within the literary context that they are used. Feed forward is another concept. It simply means anticipating the outcome of a communicative act and designing our messages accordingly so we can achieve the desired outcome. You probably have found yourself at one point or another in your life thinking, I have to say it this way because if I said it the other way, it may upset her. It is this type of thought process that Richard refers to by feed forward. The distinction Richard makes between emotive and referential language is also an important one in rhetorical studies. Referential language uses words primarily for the references that they evoke. Emotive language, on the other hand, uses words to evoke emotions, feelings, and attitudes. Most language, of course, is a mixture of the two. It is rhetorical. Right? So while we're doing our analysis, we can look at the type of the language that is used in a text. Beyond words, their meanings, and the type of the language used, we can also study the metaphors while analyzing communicative acts. Metaphors has two parts, the tenor and the vehicle. Tenor is the underlying idea or principal subject. Vehicle is the means of conveying that idea. Cry a river is an example of it. I will leave it up to you to answer which is the tenor, which is the vehicle. And of course, you can always come up with your own examples too. This concludes our lecture this week. As always, if you have questions, please remember to send them to me, and I'll see you next week.